Hello champions! Ever catch yourself humming the same tune all day or repeating a phrase over and over again? That's your mind showing you a sneak peek of its power. Today, we're diving deep into how repetitive thoughts shape our reality and how we can use them as a tool rather than a hindrance. Sit tight and let's comprehend together the power of your mind's potential, harnessing the power of repetitive thoughts, the power of repetition. Imagine this. Little Timmy wants a candy bar. He asks his mom once, no response. He asks again and again and again, and voila! He has a candy bar in his hand. These champions is the power of repetition. It's not just persistent kids that benefit. Our minds work similarly. When we think a thought continuously, it's like we're little Timmy, and the universe is the parent. Sooner or later, what we persistently focus on becomes our reality, be it for better or worse. Now listen to the story of Lisa, a dive into repetitive thought. She was a champion, just like you, but always thought she was bad at math. This belief started from one failed test in 3rd grade. Every time she encountered numbers, she'd think, oh, I'm so bad at this. And guess what? That repetitive thought made her avoid math, reinforcing her belief. But one day Lisa decided to change her manner. Instead of I'm bad at math, she started saying I'm getting better at math every day. With this new repetitive thought, she practiced more, sought help, and overcame her fear. So why does Lisa's story matter? Well, it perfectly showcases the benefits of monitoring our repetitive thoughts. These thoughts aren't just passing clouds. They mold our self-image, beliefs, and actions. By being aware and redirecting these thoughts towards positivity, we can unlock untapped potential, achieve goals, and truly thrive. Now, let's get into practical tips to harness positive, repetitive thoughts. Number 1, awareness is key. Why? Before we can change anything, we need to recognize it. Like a navigator spotting land, our first step is to identify these repetitive thoughts. Okay, how? Keep a thought journal. No need to carry it out with you. Just make one on your phone and take notes. Okay, for 1 week, every time a recurring thought pops into your mind, jot it down. Okay, this could be anything from I'm always late to I love my job. At the end of the week, review your notes. Which thoughts empower you and which pull you down? This journal will be your roadmap to change. Example, imagine Sarah, always feeling she's unlucky in love. Only after noting this thought did she realize how often she sabotaged potential relationships because she believed it wouldn't work out anyway. Okay. Number 2, change the channel. Why? Negative thought loops are draining. We need to change the channel in our minds just as we would with a gloomy TV show. How? Visualize a remote control of your mind. Whenever a negative loop starts, imagine hitting the change channel button and actively replace the thought. Example, if John's mind keeps repeating, I'll never get fit, he actively changes the channel to each day I'm making healthier choices. Here is very, very, very important to understand that you first have to define a thought you want to change to, and that you are really becoming better at it every day. Why? Because the problem with positive thoughts is the extremes. We do the one extreme, and then we suddenly do the other one. And even if it's in our mind, our brain and our body goes, no, no. And now we feel the opposite, And it gets just worse because we start believing it does not work for us. When you say instead of I am the fastest, I am the best, I'm getting faster every day, this means for the brain that you can get better at it every day. And this starts popping up ideas for that. So you have to just act on and be aware to act on them in small steps. It removes the mental block because you don't start suddenly with I'm the best, I'm the fastest, and so on, or whatever you choose to affirm. Very important is to really get better at what you choose every day. A little bit, but better. And so you synchronize what you say, what you think, with what you do, right? So your brain will change and you get to change the belief over time. That leads to much easier action whenever you think of it the next time. So champions, number 3, affirmations. Why? Repeated positive affirmations can rewire our brain, leading to increased confidence and more optimistic outlook. How to implement? Write down 5 powerful statements about yourself. Very important to really study each word in each affirmation. Not just print out a whole page and read them feeling nothing and thinking donuts. All right? Say them aloud every morning and every evening. With time, they'll start feeling more real than your doubts. Example, Tina used to think she was a terrible public speaker. Her affirmation, I speak confidently and engage my audience. And over time, her stage fright diminished. So, number 4, visual cues. Why? Our environment influences our mindset. Having visual reminders can instill positive thoughts. Just like a picture of a loved one can bring a smile. How to implement? Easy. Create colorful sticky notes or cards with uplifting messages or goals. Place them on your mirror, computer, or fridge, wherever. You'll see them frequently. The same here. Very important to write down what really will make you change thought patterns when you see them and read, right? Because after 1 or 2 weeks, your brain will look at it as garbage sticked over your house and you'll feel like a monkey trying to read Dostoevsky. All right. So, small example. I had a note on my laptop. Read, every challenge is a growth opportunity. Whenever work got tough, this note grounded me. Okay. 5. Mindful meditation. Why? Meditation helps center our thoughts, making us more resilient against negative thought patterns. How to implement? Start with just 5 minutes a day. Sit in a comfortable position, focus on your breath, and let thoughts come and go without judgment. There are plenty of guided meditations available online to help beginners. Yeah? So please, just give it a try and do not make meditation a fancy thing. Okay? It is just calming down the brain and the body, and everybody can do it. All right? Don't overcomplicate it with fancy words that drive fancy thoughts, which lead to fancy feelings, and you never meditate. Example. After a tough breakup, Mia began meditating. Instead of ruminating on what went wrong, she learned to observe her feelings without getting trapped in them. Remember, champion, change doesn't happen overnight. These tools are like muscles. The more you use them, the stronger they become. So flex those mental muscles and start shaping the reality you desire. Every thought is a step on your journey. Make sure they're leading you in the right direction. So now you've got the tools how to get started. Easy. Reflective mornings. What does it mean? Start your day by examining your first thoughts. instead of mindlessly jumping out of bed, take a moment to really listen to what your mind whispers first thing in the morning. Why? By being conscious of first thoughts, we set the tone for the rest of the day. It's like picking the best outfit for a day out. You're choosing the best mindset to wear for the rest of the day. How to do it? Simple. Set your alarm 5 minutes earlier. Before you even stretch, ask yourself, what's my first thought? If it's negative or unproductive, challenge it. Swap another day with let's conquer today. And very important, feel it. Get up with this feeling and start the day, and not with the feeling of the negative thought. All right, it will make a huge difference over time. The question is just to be or not to be. Yes, because when you think of let's conquer the day, you feel like a champion. And how you think and how you feel makes who you are. So, to be or not to be a champion. All right, let's wrap this up, champions. Our minds are like sponges absorbing and replaying thoughts. This can be our greatest asset or our downfall. By understanding and harnessing the power of repetitive thoughts, we're not just shaping our beliefs, but actively crafting our reality. Remember Lisa, you've got the same power she does. So the next time you catch yourself on a mental loop, ask, is this thought serving me? If not, you know what to do. Stay persistent, stay positive, and keep harnessing the power within. Until next time, champion, keep shining, peace and love.